In this video, I'm going to share 12 different t-shirt design prompts with you that you can use within Midjourney to create graphics in various different styles to suit a variety of different niches. The first prompt I've got for you gives you a Kawaii themed t-shirt design style. This is really popular in the print-on-demand space. The graphics might look very childish initially, but trust me, they can also sell for adults. And the prompt itself is very straightforward. You just have to swap out the first word in front of t-shirt design to get results for various different niches. I found this to work quite well for animals, for fruit, and other nature-related topics. And by the way, all of the graphics you're seeing on screen for this first prompt are available as a free download, which is linked in the description down below. The second prompt gives you a really interesting botanical design style, and notice how I've also included circle t-shirt design in the prompt itself to make sure we get a round outline, which makes life easier when removing the background and also when creating a layout with the text around your graphic. This is a lot more detailed and it's not going to work for every scenario, but is an interesting variety and unique style that you can try out for your designs. Moving on from that, we've probably got one of the simplest prompts you'll ever see. It literally just says cartoon, then the topic, and isolated on a white background, but it really works. Sometimes simpler is better with Midjourney. This style works for so many different topics. I tried it for hobbies, I tried it for animals, I tried it for food, and loads of different things just turn out really good. And on top of that, the graphics usually have a very clear outline with a bit of a stroke, which makes them extremely easy to remove the background from. So definitely try this prompt out. It's super simple, but it will give you some really nice results. By the way, these graphics also work really well as digital downloads, which I made a tutorial about just recently on this channel in case you want to learn how to sell them on Etsy. Prompt number 4 gives you a watercolor style, which looks really amazing, and notice as well how I've included a color scheme within the prompt, which in this case is orange, mint, and pink, but obviously you can alter this color scheme to get various different results. This prompt works really well for combining different topics as well. As you can see right here, I've combined a book with mushrooms or a dinosaur reading a book. One downside to this prompt is that it doesn't really create a very clear outline most of the time, so it makes removing the background a bit harder. But besides that, it is a really nice style to try out. This next prompt will give you a vintage t-shirt design feel, which is very popular in a lot of niches. This prompt once again has a color scheme within it of dark blue and beige, but you can change that around to suit your liking. One thing I especially like about this prompt is it sometimes generates some sort of badge type of designs where you have text within them. Midjourney is not very good at forming words. However, you can just erase this text within Photoshop or whatever tool you're using to edit these graphics, and then place your own words in the empty space. That can make for a really unique design that looks very good on your t-shirts. Prompt number 6 is really handy because it will generate sets of graphics that are very similar to one another. This is helpful if you want to create a t-shirt design that doesn't just have one graphic, but that might have 4 or 6 or 8. Yeah, in this case, I've done it with cartoon themed graphics, but you can swap out the word cartoon as well for various other art styles, and then you will get a different theme. So try this out, it's really fun, and it will help you generate a more coherent t-shirt design when you're using multiple graphics. Moving on from that, now we've got Electric Dreamscape, which is a really interesting style that I just randomly stumbled upon when looking through the Midjourney community feed. And this essentially gives you a very dreamy looking graphic with quite vibrant colors for the most part. These are not always the easiest to remove the background from, unfortunately, but nevertheless, they're a really cool style to adopt and play around with for t-shirt design. Prompt number 8 makes it really easy to target seasonal trends with very nice looking graphics. And there's a few things to mention here about this prompt. It starts out with cute Halloween themed, and obviously you can swap out Halloween for other holiday topics that you might want to target. And then in my examples, I did this for various different animals wearing a hat, but you can leave that part out as well if you want to, or if it just doesn't fit your subject. I have found that adding in this style of bold outline to my prompts has has made it easier to generate a clear, bold outline or stroke around the graphic, which then in effect makes it easier to remove the background afterwards. Play around with this prompt, it's really fun and it gives some amazing results for trending seasonal holidays. Prompt number 9 is probably my favorite out of them all because it gives you a vintage sort of distressed looking graphic, and we've got an American flag embedded into it, which is obviously really suitable for July the 4th, but you could also alter the prompt and swap out the word American to various other countries to get a different style. And oftentimes you get like a round badge design here, but sometimes we just get a bit of a cutout of a specific graphic, and usually the outline is very clear, making life easy afterwards. This works for tons of different topics, it is super fun, and I can't wait to use it more for my designs. This next prompt gives you a really unique style that is quite minimalistic but also colourful, and notice how I've included the word rainbow right here within the prompt to give it this sort of vibrant colour scheme. The good thing is, because of these graphics being so simple and having a limited amount of colours, it makes them really easy to actually turn into vectors and to work with if you're using Adobe Illustrator, for example. So definitely try out this prompt, it's very fun and the style is very vibrant and pops out. Prompt number 11 will give you an anime themed graphic, and this is very easily done by just changing the mode of Midjourney to Niji 5, which just essentially stands for anime. The graphics you get back from this look really cool, obviously have that Japanese feel to them, but I've tried this mode tons of times for various different niches and I always get really nice results. You can even combine topics quite well, such as animals wearing different outfits, so definitely try it out. It's not to be overlooked and it gives some amazing results for print on demand and t-shirt design. And last but not least, prompt number 12 is for Luminous Trashcore, which is a really cool looking style that is quite detailed, but it still looks somewhat cartoony. The luminous shadowing part within this prompt gives it a bit of a sort of glowing light effect, which makes these graphics stand out really well on dark t-shirt designs, or dark t-shirt colors I should say. And you can also quite easily get some creepy looking graphics this way, so if that's something you're into, definitely give this prompt a try. I've gone ahead and created a free PDF download for you, which actually holds all of these prompts within it with examples, so you can quickly and easily copy and paste them into Midjourney and use these prompts in your workflow. Also in the description you will find a link to my Midjourney graphics bundle, which has over 100 Midjourney images for various different niches, which you can use commercially for print on demand. They're all prepared without a background in a vector in a PNG format to save you a lot of time and effort. To make sure you get the best out of these prompts and to save as much time as possible, make sure to check out this video next, where I share 7 game-changing tips with you for Midjourney print-on-demand sellers.